Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Two new knives from Migron. I have no idea what these are. Wasn't expecting anything from Migron, but if you're watching this, it means that it was interesting enough to upload. So I'll provide links for these, assuming I uploaded this. I'll provide links for these down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. What do we have here? I have no, they might be the same knife, they might not be. Let's open them up. Here lately, I've just been really enjoying Migron's like ridiculously overbuilt knives. They this is a budget knife. Okay, just judging by the box. I've really been enjoying the budget knives and the overbuilt stuff. The standard premium stuff is fine. This just tends to, you know, there's not necessarily an enormous amount of you know, uniqueness going on there, but they do tend to be interesting. Foldikit knife Talism. Okay, so it's the Talism, which is a really good budget knife, by the way. But there's must be something unique going on here. These boxes, Migron, come on, man. Like, I don't care about keeping the boxes, but look at this. I cannot get, this is the best job I've ever done getting this out of here. This piece internally is too large for this. Some people really like to keep the boxes. I don't care. I'm just saying, right? Okay. What is different? What's different? Foldikit. What? Something is different. What is this? What is this? Foldikit Talism? Is this a larger Talism? Hold on a second. I have the standard Talism somewhere. Oh, is the standard one a flip? What is it? This feels larger. One moment. Okay, I couldn't find my Talism, but what I did notice while I was going through some of my knives, the smaller Valona and the Migron Moyarl, I think essentially what we've done here, because the original Talism, I looked it up, has a flipper, and it also does not have thumb studs. This is definitely a larger knife, like unmistakably a larger knife. What do we have here? Probably D2. No, 14C28N. So it's a liner lock with thumb studs. Absolutely beautiful, perfect thumb studs. So good. This feels a lot like, it's almost like a combination of the Moyarl blade and the Talism blade, which is very similar to the medium-sized Moyarl, or not the Moyarl, the Valona blade. And then they removed the fuller, no slot, and just did a thumb stud. And then added the forward choil and made it larger. Yeah. So for those of you... Now this, again, Migron's claim to fame is taking tried and true handle profiles and blade profiles and tweaking little tiny things. And then using materials people like and people want and charging not a lot of money for them. So I bet you anything... this has a reasonable price tag on it. And I'll tell you what really makes me think that they did not go for a titanium pocket clip. Look at that, though. Lefties. Lefties are paying attention. I specifically reached out to Migron a while back and said, you got to knock this off with the not milling it for lefties. You got to start doing that. You're leaving a bunch of people out, right? You're just shooting yourself in the foot with that. So if you like Migron's pricing, you've just thought their options for larger knives. This isn't a huge knife. Guarantee it's over 8 inches. Guarantee it. Gosh, it's right at 8 inches. It just feels so much bigger, right? This is definitely larger and has those nice classic ergonomic lines. The more I handle this, the more I like it. Look at that. They crown the spine too. For a lot of people, this is going to be the ultimate configuration. This is very, very good as a liner lock. So if you are a thumb stud and forward choil person, no, you know, flipper tab or anything like that, and you like 14C28N and you're in the market for a budget knife, This is probably going to make you really happy. Scales, because the liners are not nested, feel slightly chunky, but not too chunky, for sure. Good pocket clip, and lefty and righty friendly. So what do we have here for the second one? You got something special in here? Maybe just a different color. Let's see. I'm probably not going to be nearly as nice with this box, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? There, yeah. Why even mess with it? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ooh, gray and black PVD. Cool. Yeah. That's probably the one that I'm going to keep. Oh, I love that. I love it. Yeah, the budget end, this is where they shine, right? So nothing, no reinvention of the wheel here. But still tweaking little things, still taking designs that work and feedback and things that people like, and making slightly different variations for people who just didn't want the flipper or the fuller or the opening hole, right? Really, really good thumb stud design. Big enough, not sharp, not pointy. I don't know what it is with companies like, hear me out. Let's take a soft shape, a shape that's easy to interact with, physically. It's non-painful. And let's just make it painful. Let's just make it really sharp and be way too aggressive on the texturing, and make that the primary means of deployment. What do you guys think? And then the whole table's like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's make everybody mad. Sabenza. Sorry, it's a weird cough. Just make it easy to operate. Make it comfortable to operate. It's so crazy to me that companies just won't do it, right? Yeah, that's really, really nice. I do like that. Just the right size. And right there, right where the edge starts. So pretty, essentially clearing it. Might have to be a slight angle, but good. Nice roomy forward choil too. Probably should have extended this out a bit. About to here, right? This, not nearly as comfortable as this. And a lot of times if you're doing something like that, it's easier to hold the blade like this, right? But yeah, pretty darn good. Nothing crazy here. Nice T8 hardware. Bearings. I am going to review this. This is a good, straightforward pocket knife. This has that, great starter build written all over it. Like another great option for people who are just popping in to the knife world for the first time and are just not totally sure about, where to start. Lots of options out there. Arguably, you have more options than anybody else. But some of these starter options, 4.9 ounces on the heavier side. This is almost like the Benchmade Griptilian of the budget knife world, which is a not forgotten, but it is a becoming less famous evergreen knife, the Benchmade Griptilian. That is essentially, in my opinion, what we're looking at here, the standard drop point version with a forward choil, which is really good. It has that. It's got more height, more robustness to it. Migron, you should consider doing a crossbar lock version of this exact knife. That would be a good bet, just for people who don't want to mess around with the liner lock version. Same thing that you did with the Moyarl. You made a liner lock version and you made a crossbar lock version. I think this is superior to the standard Talism in almost every way, assuming that they kept the price relatively the same, which is far into budget territory, right? But really good. Personally, I prefer the liner lock, but that's because I don't necessarily need my locking system to stand up to a crazy amount of abuse, and I'm right-handed. I like the detent, right? But a liner lock version is, number one, going to make the locking system itself completely and totally ambidextrous, so it might be more popular with lefties, specifically lefties that want the stronger and more reliable locking system outside of the Omega Spring. So it's just give people options, right? Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to link this down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. Expect a full review on this guy. Not a complicated knife for a lot of you. Everything you need to know will be in this video right here. But if you want to wait for my review, I will carry and use this and let you know what I think a few weeks from now. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.